Hello guys, this is a new week. It's Monday. Happy Monday everyone. I don't know why people get so, sad about Monday. It's a new week. It's time to get into the market and make some analysis for us. And it's a very exciting day for everyone as I come here and talk to you all about my analysis for the market. If you don't know me, my name is Luca Santos. I'm the technical market analyst here at ACY Securities. First thing guys, please subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up on this video. You help us a lot doing that, all right? And before I forget, tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock on Sydney time, 6 p.m. To 7 p.m. We're going to have my webinar, as usual. Every week we are having it there, where I will disclose my full analysis, what are the pairs I'm looking at, what I'm looking to trade, what I'm looking to go long, what I'm looking to go short, what I think, this would be a better opportunity if we wait a bit, and so on, so on. So please, it's free out of charges, $0. All right, and it's good because I can interact with you guys and you can ask me questions. You can do you can ask me pretty much anything you would like to get my answer from. All right, and I feel very happy when you guys actually ask questions like last week. All right, so let's dive in a few analyses. So of course every Tuesday I do the whole analysis of breakdown of each single currency, but today I will only talk about maybe one or two and what's happening during this week. All right, so let's begin with Australian dollar. I still short on Australian dollar, right? But we can see this morning on Asia session that Australian dollar as well Japanese yen are gaining a bit of strength on the market. Right, so it's Monday. The opening is always a bit of a crazy time, so prices may shoot up, shoot down, or maybe be ranging. No one can actually predict, let's say, what's going to happen on Monday morning, like when the bell rings. But you have to think on a long-term view, right? We have to think of what's going to happen tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Oh wow, the week's gonna be pretty fast. Like tomorrow's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and that's it. But anyways, right. So I'm still pretty short, but I'm still pretty neutral on Australian dollar, right? So we are having a bit of a resistance against a bad data. Like we having bad data for Australia for AUD, but it is resistant. It have been resilient towards this data. We did have inflation come down below the 5% mark, but the Reserve Bank of Australia, the RBA, they had to hold the rates on the current level, right? So that means they brought more bearish momentum to the market. But as I'm just saying right now, the market is sort of resisting this bad data and actually having a good influence towards the market. Why is that happening? I'm not too sure. On my opinion, it may be because we already had a very long period of short on the market for Australian dollar, and investors may be taking profit now, because we have to take profit on those positions. We can't let it run forever. Well, you can, but would be more recommended when you take profit, like managing your positions, we call it that. And that may be what is happening, okay? But in the future, pretty soon, I guess the Australian dollar can continue this downtrend, especially against the CHF and US dollar, right? What else I have to talk here? All right, so, and as well, a very important thing is that the government also say that they believe the Australian has passed the peak of inflation, which implies that they also passed the peak of economic growth, right? And Australia will manage the high interest rates much better than other economy. Right, so when we think about that, like this last piece here, that Australia will manage a high inflation much better than other economies, I'm talking about New Zealand. Right? New Zealand has a very high inflation and a very high rate as well. So the only pair I would be looking to long AUD would be against New Zealand dollar. Why is that? Well, because of course New Zealand dollar is it's the weakest currency at the moment. New Zealand dollar and Japanese yen, those two. But against AUD, I would go for AUD NZD long if you want a long, let's say AUD. But in my opinion, I would, towards Australian dollar, I would look to short positions on the market for the next couple months. But that's my positions, that's my personal take. You have to do your own analysis. You can take a bit of me, you can take a bit of Duncan and build it up your ideas, but bear in mind that you have to build your own analysis. Okay, so that's it for me on Australian dollar. I will, of course, tomorrow open up every single piece of the analysis, 3 pages full of content to give it out tomorrow. But let's see what's going to happen on the economic calendar for this week. Well, Wednesday we have 4 p.m. GDP for UK, and at 10:30 we have the CPI for US. Okay, so very important Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we're going to have a very, very high impact news. So pay attention on Thursday, guys. So from 11:30 a.m. Oh, sorry, these times are on Australia time. So if you are on other region of the world, just, go on Google and search it up on what would be your time. So for Thursday, 11:30 a.m., we're going to have the employment change and unemployment change for Australia. So very important to see if the economy is cooling up or to see if the economy is cooling off or heating up, okay? 10:15 p.m., we have the interest rate decision for the Europe, all right? So Europe will be doing the ECB, the European Central Bank, will be doing the interest rate decision. And then 15 minutes later, 10:30, we're gonna have the core retail sales and the PPI for the US. So very, very, very important Thursday as well. Wednesday and Thursday would be the biggest days. Yes, we do have other high impact news during the week, but I've selected only the most impactant news, I would say, the most volatile news that could bring us. I keep shorting euro dollar, just very quick here. I keep shorting euro dollar, and it would be much nicer to see the core retail sales and the PPI coming in stronger on the US dollar as well. The interest rate decision have paused on the ECB, the European Central Bank. I will talk about the ECB tomorrow on the tomorrow video, so please subscribe to the channel, so then you can have access to this soon as it get off tomorrow and get prepared for this news on Thursday. All right, guys, so I see everyone tomorrow, okay? Again, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Sydney time. And if you have any questions, if you want to share your analysis with me, I will be there. Just, send it up the message and I will be happily answering all of those messages. All right, so I see everyone tomorrow and I see you in the next video.